Cats. These animals have been evolving for millions of years, leading up to this. The cotton ball we know and love today. This is my son Ruben, part Siamese and part melted ice cream cone cottage cheese.
I love cats. Most people do. But then I met somebody who loves cats more than anyone I've ever encountered in my entire life. That man is David Loop.
I first found David on Instagram, where his cat rescue page has amassed millions and millions of views. His page is mostly videos of himself and his team going out and rescuing cats that have been injured in various ways. He brings them back to his facility and he painstakingly nurses them back to health.
I greatly admire what David does, so I drove out to his facility, Sierra Pacific Fur Babies in Riverside, California, to document the day-to-day process that goes into doing this incredible work.
My name is David Loop, and I'm the founder and president of Sierra Pacific Fur Babies. Our mission statement is trap, neuter, return, and saving the lives of abandoned, unwanted cats and dogs in the community.
This place is a cat city. There's cats everywhere you look. There's cats in every closet, on every shelf, on coffee pots, by your feet. Everywhere you turn, there's a cat. This is Catopolis. This is Mega City Meow. I have never seen this many cats in my life, but for David, this is normal. He is the mayor of Catopolis. From the second I walked into the door, we immediately went to work. David informed me that he was trying to catch a cat that he spotted on the property in the back.
There's a couple stray cats that we're trying to trap on the property. Yeah, so I can see there's nothing in that one. Yeah, that one's empty as well.
Right after laying these traps, David informs me that a stray dog was spotted in the area, so we were going to go try and catch that as well.
Now our next step, we're going to go down to the location where the dogs are. We're going to set up a couple larger dog traps and try to get them. So this is the trap. We're going to go down and set this one, and hopefully we can get these dogs trapped. Let's get this trap put in the van, and I'll grab some dog food. We got just a few minutes to get down there and get this set up.
Just got here and I already see how chaotic your situation is.
Yeah.
So right now we're heading to go find two dogs.
Yeah, one of our volunteers is up here somewhere. It's funny because every single day from the time I call it when I have to hit the ground running. When I get here, I'm busy. If someone might say, hey, one of the cats doesn't look good in trailer 3, we have to go over there and assess the cat. I'm just like the air conditioner in trailer 5 is not working. I never know where I'm going and what I might be doing until I get there and get started on it. Johnny, we can go down this way and set the trap. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
I think it's best if we just leave the trap set and we hope that they're food motivated and then they'll go into the trap.
We spent a while looking around the area trying to find this stray dog. David was climbing over garbage, walking across train tracks, tracking footprints, but as long as there was a stray animal in the area, David was committed.
We're primarily a cat rescue, but it all started with one dog. A dog named Bob Marley. He was my first rescue before I had even founded Sierra Pacific, and he was on the youth list. That means he was going to be killed at one of the local animal shelters, and someone had posted him on social media, reached out to me, and we got Bob Marley out that day, and we saved his life, and he was basically the start of my rescue adventures. Come on, Ian. We went way down there.
You did?
Yeah, we didn't see him. I say we just leave the trap set and go check it in a little bit.
Back in here every hour or so or something.
Yeah.
We made our way back to Cat HQ. David had a lot of meetings to do.
Juju, you can't go out there. No. Oh, there you go.
Hi.
Even though he can't move that well, he beats up everybody.
Oh yeah, he's quick.
Mm-hmm.
You're quick.
That's why what's his name was like, we should get him wheels. I'm like, he would be a menace on wheels.
Oh, you're sweet.
You're sweet.
It was really just me for quite some time. I remember at one point we had 9 cats and I was completely and utterly overwhelmed. I thought to myself, I'll never find homes for 9 cats. We probably have roughly 300 cats that we're caring for.
I already felt like there were cats everywhere, but I had barely scratched the surface. So one of their employees, Marissa, gave me the full tour of Cat Town.
We have 6 trailers. The 6th one is all kittens. Trailer 1 is the adoptable trailer, so all of them are super friendly. Trailer 2, there's loose ones, but we also have the FIP cats who are receiving treatment. Trailer 4 is the paralyzed trailer, so a lot of shot or hit by cars. The ones that can't walk, you know, they do have a lot of accidents. But that's why we put the padding so that it's easier for them to grip to try to walk. I come in and I'll express them in the morning and in the evening. They like to just relax. Obi there, he was hit by a car too, so he just kind of drags himself. But he loves love. He loves to be held, and you know, they can't reach, so we have to help them scratch a lot. I think at this point they know we're trying to help, so they're not as feral, but they still have their guard up. And then over here in trailer 3, this is where we have some of the newer ones that were shot or hit by cars. That's Blitzen. He'll hiss, but he's all talk. He's still a baby. No, you're okay. So I have to kind of express him every once in a while. I'll see if he has to go right now. Can I help you? Come here. Let's try to go potty.
For those that don't know, expressing a cat means you help them go to the bathroom when they're unable to do it on their own. The level of kind gentleness that everyone working here has towards cats made me emotional.
So he's one of the cats that is all talk. See? It's not so bad.
Tries to escape very fast.
Yeah, he's an escape artist. And they act like they're asleep too, and then you open it and then they just bolt. Landers wasn't shot or anything, but had to have an arm taken, amputated. Come here, mama. And then she was just recently fixed. So she's in here for like a couple more days and then we're gonna let her out in trailer 1. And then that one just got here yesterday, actually, Pound Cake. Had to have an eye surgery. Cargo only comes out in the evening. He's very spicy. He had all his teeth removed because of a lot of dental issues. Hi, you're so pretty though. I know, I'm gonna pet you one day. Not today. Okay. Vixen here was shot though. Caution feral.
Oh, Vixen.
And he's just mad.
Oh, you look mad.
I have to have you go potty, Kay? I know, look. I'm gonna turn you this way. I know. I understand. Kick, 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 kick. So he's getting a lot more movement in his legs now. I'm pretty sure the little BB gun or whatever it is still in the spine. We do range of motion exercises too, and he's doing good. So he wasn't even letting me do this before, so he's a lot better. Kick, kick, kick. And his toes are gripping now.
So you move his legs just to kind of remind him the motion, get him used to it?
Yeah, and strengthen the muscles. It's like babies when you lay them on their back and do those exercises. And then Dasher here, he had like a huge open wound on his neck. You look so much better though.
A lot of these animals probably would not have made it out of the veterinarian's office due to the extreme conditions that they were found in. But David believes in giving it everything to give them a second chance.
You have a reputation at this point with pretty much every vet in Southern California.
We do, and some of the vets, we have surprised them because there has been so many, countless cases where the vets have told us, David, this cat will never walk again. David, this cat is not going to get better. And we gave it a shot, we tried, and we have numerous cats that we were told would be paralyzed and wouldn't walk, and they have regained the ability to walk. And some of them that just suffered some really bad injuries that the doctors didn't think would even come out of it. And they have survived. Now, obviously, we don't have a 100% success rate. Some of them we try and we still lose them. But I like to look at it like, well, at least we know we tried, and we did the best that we can. If I gave up on every one of them, a lot of these cats you see wouldn't be here today. Yeah, many of them.
So all these cats, once they kind of go through the healing process, they're adoptable?
We had a cat upstairs named Sarge, and he was a little feral. A lot of volunteers were scared of him. So when he came here, he was really feral. But someone came, wanted to look at him, and he just walked up, sat on their lap, fell in love, and we get updates, and he's doing so good. So it really is like the cat chooses the owner as well. And then you want to go see the kitten one? There's a lot of cats here. So these are the ones we just got, and they are not happy, but they were in some bushes in San Bernardino, and where they were, there was a tree next to it, and there was an owl, hawks, coyotes. So they're kind of irritated, but this girl is a hot mess. I gotta re-clean this. We just cleaned it.
Oh, Miss Girl.
Juliet came to us paralyzed. She can't move her back legs. And when she's out, she's so energetic. She would make me nervous. I hate when she makes me use my mom voice.
Juliet, get down.
Juliet, come on. That was Juliet right here?
This one, yeah.
Oh, you're so bad. You're bad.
Juliet, you can't do that.
You can't be climbing like that.
Some people found him in a Del Taco parking lot, but uh-oh.
Uh-oh, it's puke time.
Those antibiotics aren't good, huh? Yep, I could tell it's the antibiotics.
I do that after I eat Del Taco as well.
I'm
It's
sorry,
okay.
Bubs. These guys don't have eyelids. There's two of them, Helen and Keller. But the vet said they could probably make eyelids out of something. I don't know. We had a cat here who was born without a butthole, and they made one for her.
They made her a butthole?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I don't know how. I think it was like a 3D printer kind of thing.
Hollywood plastic surgery.
I know. I have two possums too that were rescued from here, yeah. David's actually the one that found him. His name's Poe, and that's him too.
Oh my god.
He has different outfits. Yeah, he'll come and hang out. He uses the litter box. He kind of thinks he's a cat. This is when we put glasses on him.
Oh my
Like, he
god.
lets us dress him up and stuff. He doesn't mind.
A lot of people think like David just must really love cats, and I do, but I really love all animals, and it doesn't matter if it's a duck, a cat, a dog, or a squirrel. I love all animals. I'm an animal person.
And of course, David doesn't let us kill the mice.
David won't let you
No,
guys.
we have traps in the front, and then he releases them over by the tracks.
Every animal.
Every animal,
He
bees, freaking flies, ugh. He walked over and was like this. I'm like, what do you have? And he's all, look. And the fly, I'm like, no, kill it. He's like, no. So a lot of the volunteers, when they're done cleaning and doing chores, they'll just come in here and decompress and hang out with the cats. Especially if they have like a stressful job. They're like, this is my safe place, my happy place.
When I get to spend time with my cats like this, when I get to spend some good quality time with them, it really saves from getting that burnout. This little one that I'm playing with right here, this was one of my bottle babies. So this little one I got when he was probably 2 days old, and I bottle fed him, and I spent a lot of time with him. I mean, the work part, actually, it's you know, it comes with the territory, but when I get to spend some good quality time with my kitties, it helps.
This is Catio too. A lot of them are feral. They were used to being outdoors and on the streets, so they don't really like being indoors.
So these are all feral cats?
Majority of them are.
I spoke with Johnny, one of the employees who works with the feral cats. He told me about his experience trying to socialize them.
My name's Johnny. I go around to all my ferals and I baby talk them and pet on them what I can, you know, and it just takes baby talking a lot of patience and not being afraid to get clawed or bit, which I have had numerous times.
His name's Moper. He's one of the ferals that I've been working with. Working with the ferals is probably my favorite part of my job here. When you finally gain their trust 100%, it makes my heart feel so warm. You know, I'm not gonna hurt you. I love you, Moper. I wouldn't give up this part of my job for nothing. I love the ferals. I'm hoping here in the next few days to be able to actually pick him up and hold him. But he's not quite ready for that yet. But soon. Come, Moper.
When I've worked with the cat, say for a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever it takes, you know, to get them to that point where I can pet on them, pick them up, and actually hold them and show them affection. It makes my heart feel so warm. I get tears in my eyes of joy, you know. I just love it. It's a feeling like no other feeling I've ever had.
The thing that stood out to me was that every cat had a story, and animals that had previously been hurt, injured, and disregarded were given so much care and dignity from the people here that it really warmed my heart. Simultaneously, many of these stories were deeply upsetting and tragic to hear about.
That's Scarlet. She was shot in the face. But she was protecting her babies. So she kept her babies alive and healthy. And she doesn't have any permanent damage. It's just all cosmetic.
When something happens to a cat, if it becomes ill, or let's say it's hit by a car or something, I don't want to say it's not preventable, because usually it is preventable, but it's not human inflicted. Whereas when someone shoots a cat, it's intentional, and it just makes it harder to swallow.
I'm 67, and I'm not ashamed to admit, we get cats here sometimes, and I cry, because they're it just upsets you, because you think, how can a human do this to a helpless, innocent cat or dog, because it's not natural instinct. Where a predator, it's a natural instinct, For a human, it's just being cruel. That's all there is to it. It's being heartless and cruel.
After the tour, David had finished his meeting, so we went back outside to check on the traps.
We'll go check the other one. All right, so we're gonna rebait this one. So I like to leave them a little taste. And then the reward is in the back. There we go. Hopefully we'll catch a cat. We'll go check on the dog trap right now. We'll go see. Hopefully we got one of the dogs.
We made our way back out to the dog trap, but unfortunately there was no luck, and all 3 of our traps were empty. We decided we would come back a bit later and hopefully have more luck at the end of the day. We went back to the facility where David showed me some of the cats that he'd been working with over the last few weeks.
So Dutch came to us. He had been hit by a car, and he seems to be a sweet boy. Hi, honey. Yes, you're daddy's sweet boy, huh? So he had been hit by a car, and the jaw was broken in several places, so they had to do what's called a mandibulectomy, basically remove a good portion of his jaw. Hi, baby boy. Yes, you're daddy's sweet boy, huh? You're safe now. You never have to worry about that again. Yeah.
This is Bagan. We believe she was trapped under the hood of a car when they started it. As you can see, it mangled her ear. We had to remove her ear. It mangled both her hind legs. So she is what we call a bipod. She gets around just fine. She's a sweet little girl. She's a sweet little thing. She was up for adoption, but here a few days ago, David and Stephanie brought me in the office, said they have something to talk to me about. I thought, oh, what did I do wrong, They said, no, it concerns a Habagan. There's someone that wants to adopt her. Do you mind if we adopt her? And the reason they asked me that is because we've kind of fallen in love with each other. She loves me to death. I come in the morning, she greets me, she follows me around. So they asked me if you want to adopt me. I said, well, I like all the cats to get a home. But when it comes to Bagan, I think I want to keep her as my shop cat. Because I said, she loves me to death and I love her too. So yeah. She's my shop wife.
They told me she has a little mermaid costume.
Yes, she does. Me and my wife bought her a mermaid costume for Halloween, and I refer to her as my mermaid kitty, because that's kind of like what you look like, huh? You're my little mermaid, aren't you?
sometimes I think when people come and adopt an animal from us, they might actually see a tear fall from our cheeks and from mine or one of our volunteers, because we get emotionally attached to these animals. We really do, and especially if they've been with us for a while and the extent of their injuries, we really put our heart and soul into them. And of course we want them all to have good, loving homes, but it's hard to say goodbye to them sometimes. And of course, we try to screen all the adopters and make sure that they are going to really good homes. But we always wonder, are they going to love them as much as we do? And so it's bittersweet. We're happy for them, but we're also sad inside.
What? Come on, go, girl, go.
David started doing his end of the day tasks with a little bit of cleaning, dispensing some food, and then we went to check our traps one last time. I found myself emotionally drained after just one day of this. Yet David and his team are able to do this day in, day out, every single day. But unfortunately, after checking the traps, we still had no luck. I could tell this was starting to bother David, and he hated knowing that there was a potential dog or cat out there in danger.
We'll regroup tomorrow. This one feels good. Perfect temperature. We're done for the day.
Great.
And you can see it's nighttime.
Keep in mind that David has a normal job as well. His business, Sierra Pacific, also on the property and started by his father, makes and maintains traffic lights.
What I do for a living is electrical contracting, and we do street lights and traffic signals. And you'll notice that this is a traffic signal swing set. So when my father passed away a couple years ago, he told my stepmom that he wanted his ashes put inside a traffic signal foundation. So what I did was I built a swing set out of a traffic signal, and then we had a memorial, a celebration of life for my dad, and we put his ashes in the foundation of this traffic signal. And my father's name was Barry Loop. So that's my father's memorial right there.
I said goodbye to David and went back home, hoping that we would have better luck with our traps the following day. The next morning when I got there, David had already been hard at work. Not only did he rescue a cat after I left the night before, but he showed me how many messages he's received just in the last few hours with people asking for urgent help.
Just to give you an example, this morning we have 20 text messages starting from 7 o'clock in the morning and right now is 11:53. So we have 20 text messages. So this is first thing this morning at 6 o'clock this morning. Hello, I need help with a stray cat that was attacked by some stray dogs. I managed to get him released, but I don't have the money to take him to the vet. So the first thing I got to do is, make contact with them, get in contact with one of our vets, and get this cat transported to a vet.
So you wake up and it's immediately you're jumping into this.
As soon as I get out of bed, there's messages waiting for me. They found this cat that had been attacked by a dog. So I get sent this video. Can you please help? I think all of us might suffer from a little bit of depression every now and then, and it's natural, and we just have to be aware of it and try to work our way through it. But yes, it is taxing. It can be very difficult. Hey Siri, call VCA Ontario. Hi Priscilla, it's David Loop calling about two cats. One that we brought in late last night. When I talked to Dr. Yang last night, she said it'd probably be best if we get Ziploc transferred to our primary vet. We also have Zoe that's ready to be released. At least as of yesterday, they said she's ready to be released. When the vets don't answer, I gotta call another one. Next in line.
The amount of coordinating David had to do between all these different vets in the area was astounding. Coordinating pickups, drop-offs, prescriptions, David was on the phone constantly.
Is there any chance that you can place a feeding tube in a cat that's at VCA if I picked it up and brought it to you today? No, an E-tube. We have another cat that went to VCA. It's an owner surrender. If you guys could place a feeding tube in her today, thank you. She's gonna check on that and call me right back.
Was that the third vet you called?
Yeah. On any given day, I talk to probably 4 different vets a day. Yeah.
Are you having to run back and forth constantly trying to juggle all of this?
I am. And I actually have 3 businesses. I have an electrical contracting company. I have a streetlight manufacturing company. So we have Sierra Pacific Electrical, Sierra Lighting. We manufacture streetlights. And then I have Sierra Pacific Fur Babies, the nonprofit organization. So I have like 3 full-time jobs.
As David was on the phone with every veterinarian within the 500-mile radius, I went to see what the volunteers were up to today.
It's okay. You gotta keep your head up. Head up. There. Good boy. See, you got scared. It's okay. Come here. Let me hold your head up. Good boy. Allison did acupuncture on him Monday.
She did?
And his legs were like kicking a lot more.
Hi, baby boy.
It's okay. You have more movement in your legs, huh? Let's clean you off a little bit. Can I see your feet? Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, your toes are gripping good too.
He's side up. He's looking at me. Hi.
What do you think? We're gonna have to rinse you off in a minute. He's showing good improvement too. Before he was really just laying there. Good boy. See? Look. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go in the dryer, okay? You ready? There we go.
Kitty car wash.
Sometimes they fall asleep in there, I think, because it's like, it gets warm and a little relaxing. This one's mozzarella, and this one's Monty. He's a little favorite.
Hi, Monty.
Yeah, you ready to go on a big crate? Initially, she came to us like really, really, really bad eye infection, but she's a lot better. And then he was pretty much passing away when he got here. So we rushed him to emergency, and he had to have, I guess he had internal bleeding. So how it looked, I think somebody kicked him. You can see his incision. He had to have major surgery.
You're doing good now, though, huh?
Yeah, he was a little fan favorite, huh? Yeah, you guys can go together in here. You're coming up in the world. There's a new bed, lots of space. She's like, oh, I can do some damage in here.
After David finished talking to the vets, we decided to go out and check the dog trap again. Unfortunately, still no luck. He told me he had gone after I left the night before, and he also checked this morning before I got there. David really didn't want to give up on trying to trap those animals.
I believe every life matters. I really do. I don't care how insignificant it may seem, how small. To me, the value of life isn't gauged by the size of the body, life itself. If I saw a fly struggling in a water or a water bowl, just as if I saw someone drowning, I feel it equally deserves to be saved.
As day 2 started to wind down, I did one more check on the cat traps in the back.
Trap number 1.
Clever boy.
He's clever. Nothing in trap number 2. We'll get him. When I get home, Ruben is gonna smell me and go, where have you been? He's gonna take his little paw and pluck a little hair off my collar and go, tabby cat. Interesting. Who is she? I'm gonna be in trouble when I get home.
At the end of the day, David wanted to go check the dog trap one last time. Unfortunately, the trap was empty. I could tell that this weighed on David. We loaded the trap into the truck and went back to the facility. Every rescue was so important to him, and every animal he saved was deeply meaningful. In one of the office rooms, I noticed the shelves were lined with small cremation boxes. I asked David about these.
This is called private cremation. We don't private cremation every single one of them, but the ones, this is hard to say, but some of them just really mean a lot to us, and those are the ones that we private cremate. Actually, I think I have 2 dogs up here, my personal dogs. A little bit of my dad's ashes right here. So many memories. We have so many that we don't even have room on the shelves for. Our hope is that we can get in that front room, get more shelves like this along the wall. Yeah, I might be able to put another shelf up there. I've told Stephanie my wishes are, when I pass, that I want all these guys, my ashes, put with these guys.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
There was a lot of history here. I went home that night, hopeful that we would get some good news the next day. And sure enough, we did. The trail cam caught the moment where the stray cat that had been spotted finally went into one of our traps. We got one. I rushed out there to see the cat that we finally got.
Here he is, right here, Gremlin. He's in the back over there. Hi. Good boy. Good boy. You're okay, honey. Wow. Look at that. One of the things that we see a lot of on social media when we get tagged in posts, there will be a post of an injured animal, and we see a lot of people commenting and saying, someone help, someone do something. I want to remind people that you can be the someone. You can be the someone that makes a difference. And whether that be through coming and volunteering for not just our organization, but there's many nonprofits out there. There's so many nonprofit animal rescues that doesn't have to be our organization, but just volunteer even a few hours, one day a week can make a difference. It really can. So everybody can do something. Some people think, oh, there's nothing I can do. There's always something you can do. We gotta come together as a community and just know that everybody can do something. It gives me great joy and satisfaction when I can pet them and they start gaining our trust. Pretty girl. Yes, you're a pretty girl.
David truly believes that every single creature, big or small, has importance. And seeing him exemplify this really touched my heart.
They were stuck in the water. Just a little gnat. But he's alive. And he landed in the water and couldn't get out. And you can barely see him. But you see him moving. He's drying himself off right now. And his little wings are going to take him away. And see, this little insignificant life, he was stuck in the water, about to drown. And he's drying his little wings off right now. There he goes. He just took off. And I have another one right here. He's alive. See, a lot of people wouldn't even think twice about this little tiny life. He's just got to dry his little wings off. Can you see him?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put him over here.
Knowing that there are people out there like this makes me want to be better. So when I see all these cats that people might not have taken a second look at, all I can say is, thank goodness for David Loop. If you like what you saw today, please consider supporting Sierra Pacific Fur Babies. You can find David on Facebook and Instagram at DavidLoop65. If you like this type of content, please, please, please leave a comment down below. It means so much to me. Let me know your thoughts, other animals you'd like me to highlight, other topics you'd want me to do a deep dive on. Anyways, thank you for tuning into today's video. I appreciate it, and I will see you at the next one.